Hello, it's Tom here. It's been a while since I've attempted to do a retro recommendation, so I wanted to do one this month. Also, a couple updates. My next video is going to be concerning Space 1999. I thought before I tackled a Season 2 episode that I would do this uh, retrospective of the series, Season 1, Season 2, explain how the series came about, as well as how Season 2 came about after Season 1's less than stellar performance ratings-wise. So I was going to do that and then tackle a Season 2 episode. I haven't gotten all the way through Season 2 yet, and so I haven't chosen which episode I wanted to do. So anyway, a couple other things. A friend of mine, Bob, he's moved to Germany with his wife and child, and I wish him all the luck. In case you're watching, Bob, I wish you all the best on your new life. And I also wanted to thank Bob for a gift he gave me. He left this with my friend Dave, which it's basically a complete collection of Star Trek The Animated Series collector cards. And I'm kind of in a quandary here because on the one hand, as long as it's sealed, there's that collector's value to it. But God damn it, I want to open this and see what they look like. So I'm just torn. What do I do? So Bob has sort of given me this riddle that I must uncover for myself. Which do I do? And the third thing I want to do was talk about a recommendation for a book series that you might be interested in reading. Some weeks back, Sursa Mirsa had talked about David Weber's book series, the Honor Harrington series, and I cannot recommend that series highly enough. I have loved the hell out of that series. I've read, I believe, every single book in that series, and when I say that, I mean not just the core books, but the spin-off series as well as the collected short stories. It is just an outstanding collection of books, and I really do recommend you read that series. But if you've already read that series and you're looking for something else, there's a series written by a woman named Lois McMaster Bujold, which is the Miles Vorkosigan series. And Miles Vorkosigan is this character who suffers from a series of defects, physical disabilities, and so he sort of overcompensates for them. And so the series is basically his misadventures or his adventures, and it's really an outstanding series. But before you read the Miles Vorkosigan series, there are two books that came out beforehand which were about his mother, Cordelia. Bujold's series focuses around a collection of human colonized worlds, among them the planet Barriar, which had been separated from galactic civilization for centuries, a period known to Barriarians as the Time of Isolation. They were then discovered by the Setigandans, who conquered and oppressed them for some time. The Barriarians threw off the oppression and then went on a period of conquest. Now don't worry, I'm not giving away any plot points here. All of this is history before the events of the first book. Cordelia Naismith is a survey captain from Beta who runs into a group of Barriarians on an uninhabited planet. Among them, a man known as the Butcher of Komar. What follows then is both an adventure and love story. And what impresses me about Bujold's writing is how seamlessly she's able to mix the two. When I read the book, I wasn't looking for any sappy romance. I wanted rollicking adventure with men with torn tunics, rescuing damsels in distress. Please bear in mind my tastes were very simple back in the early 90s. I was high off of military science fiction like David Drake's Hammer Slammers and Jerry Pournelle's stuff, as well as Alan Cole and Chris Bunch's material. Shards of Honor was good enough for me to track down the follow-up book, Barriar. From there I discovered that these two books serve as a prequel series to the Miles Vorkosigan saga. The two Cordelia novels are collected in an omnibus known as Cordelia's Honor. If you want to find out a bit more about the books as well as the Miles Vorkosigan series, you could go to the link that's being shown across the bottom of my face. And I highly recommend you read the series. I have not read everything from Lois McMaster Bujold. I have not read Aether of Athos or Falling Free. They take place in the same universe, but I just never got around to reading them. I think one of the reasons why I didn't read Falling Free is there are these genetically engineered beings known as quaddies, which have 4 arms rather than 2 arms and 2 legs, and quite frankly, it just really creeps me out. But anyway, I highly recommend reading Lois McMaster Bujold's stuff. She's an outstanding writer. Check out the bibliography, see the names of the various books and the omnibuses which have been collected, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I have. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.